They are flawed. Do not speak to them, do not help them, or you will be punished. Hi, my name is Olivia, and this is my podcast about the book Flawed by Cecelia Ahern. Celestine North has the perfect life. She has great friends, her teachers like her, and she has a great boyfriend, Art Creven. Celestine has always looked up to the guild, the people who decide who is flawed or not. But everything changes when she witnesses mistreatment of a flawed man who needs her help. She stands up to help him, which would be showing that she herself is imperfect. In her society, imperfection is punished, imprisoned, and branded with an F for flawed. She does it. She helps the man. She is caught and is labeled flawed. Her life becomes difficult. The flawed have different rules that Celestine must follow. Here is some general information about the book. This book is fiction and fantasy thriller type of book. It's around 330 pages long. It is the first book in a series, and the second book is called Perfect. I thought that this book was a medium-level read for kids 12 and up. There are 6 main characters in this book. The first main character is Celestine, the protagonist and the narrator. Then there is her boyfriend, Art Creven, and his father, Judge Creven, the head of the guild and the antagonist. Then her sister, Juniper. She and Celestine don't get along very well. Then her mom. She takes care of Celestine after she gets branded. Before Celestine got branded, she met Carrick. He is with her when she gets branded and finds her after when she's back in the real world. He is also flawed. The plot of this book is about Celestine and her life, the struggles she faces after becoming flawed. The book is about facing your fears and overcoming your struggles. If I had to pick one word to describe the book, I would pick change. I would pick change because a lot of the things that Celestine is doing are making change to better the life for every flawed person. After you finish the book, you will think about all of the events that happened in the book, and you will really want to read the second one. The setting of this book is in the future, not very far in the future, maybe 20 years. The story takes place in a non-existing city in the United States. When I read this book, I couldn't make a clear picture in my head of what the city looked like. The author didn't really give much detail about the setting, so I had to guess based on minimal information. Now I'm going to share with you my opinion and analysis about the book. I really liked the book. I liked all the details and all the adventures Celestine went on. I felt for her. I really connected with her, and that doesn't happen too often. That other people will like the book because if you are like me and you get into a really good book and you just can't put the book down. Flawed is definitely one of those books. When I finished the book, all I could think about was all the horrible things that happened to Celestine, but her positive attitude about all of it. I really liked the way the author wrote the book. It was funny, but at the same time serious. When I was reading the book, I had a really fun time reading it. The book definitely felt complete. There wasn't any more information that the author could have put in the book. Everything was realistic. All of the characters were human, the setting was in an actual place, and there weren't any parts of the book that wouldn't make sense in real life. Which I think that if there were monsters or anything non-realistic in the book, it might have wrecked it. My favorite part of the book wasn't an actual part of the book, it was Celestine's attitude about becoming flawed. There were so many bad things happening to her, and throughout the whole thing, she had a positive attitude and kept thinking about positive outcomes to the situation she was in. Anyone maybe 12 and up would enjoy this book. It isn't an easy read, and there are lots of pages and some situations that might be difficult to understand. So I think that if you were 12 and up, you will really enjoy this book. So to wrap up this podcast, I'm going to give this book a rating. I would give this book 5 out of 5 stars. I give it 5 stars because it was a really good book, and when I was reading it, I just couldn't put it down. I really hope you read the book and enjoy it.